World number 52 is set to face world number 968, a staggering 916 place gap that, on paper, suggests a one-sided encounter but, in reality, tells both everything and nothing about what might unfold. Representing the Philippines, Eala enters the quarterfinals as the nation's golden hope, riding the momentum of a historic 2025 season that has captured the attention of fans across the region. His opponent, Malaysia's rising teenage sensation Xiaomi Leong, may seem like a massive underdog, but she brings with her the energy, determination, and unpredictability that only a young talent can. In regional tournaments like the SEA Games, where national pride and fan expectations hang heavy in the air, rankings often fade into the background. What matters is how a player performs under the spotlight. This clash is more than a number on a leaderboard. It is Eala versus Xiaomi Leong, favorite versus challenger, experience versus youthful audacity. While one player carries the weight of expectation, even the sure thing can crumble under the pressure of representing an entire country. The stage is set for a match that could surprise, thrill, and captivate fans, making it one of the most anticipated and closely watched encounters of the 2025 SEA Games. The matches in Nonthaburi, Thailand, set the stage for the SEA Games, where Eala is about to embark on her quest for the one medal that has so far eluded her: gold in women's singles. Having set out the team event, she arrives fresh, focused, and carrying nothing but pure determination into Monday's quarterfinal showdown. The 20-year-old Filipino sensation has already secured a bronze medal from the team competition without even stepping on the court, but that was never her main goal. She came to Thailand to rewrite history, to confront the memories of 2021 when she fell in the semifinals and had to settle for less than her dreams. This time, everything is on the line, and Eala is ready to leave no doubt about her place at the top. This time, she's the number one seed, the favorite, and by far the most accomplished player in the entire tournament. Eala's 2025 season deserves its own documentary, and not without reason. It wasn't just a breakthrough year, it was a complete shattering of the barriers Filipino tennis players once thought existed. She began the year ranked 140th in the world, a solid position, but for Eala, it was only the beginning. In March, she received a wildcard entry to the Miami Open, one of the premier events on the WTA calendar. What followed sent shockwaves through the tennis world. As a wildcard, she defeated 3 Grand Slam champions in straight sets: Jelena Ostapenko, Madison Keys, and the legendary Iga Swiatek, who was ranked number 2 at the time. Eala became the first wildcard in WTA history to achieve such a feat, advancing all the way to the semifinals before falling to Jessica Pegula. That remarkable run propelled her into the top 75, making her the first Filipino player to reach such heights and firmly establishing her as a force to be reckoned with. But Eala wasn't finished making history. In June, she reached her first ever WTA Tour-level final at the Eastbourne Open, ultimately falling to Maya Joint, but proving she belonged on the sport's biggest stages. Then came the US Open, where she became the first Filipino player in the Open era to win a Grand Slam main draw match, defeating Clara Tauson in the first round, a victory that alone was celebrated for weeks. Yet, Eala didn't stop there. In September, she captured her first WTA 125 title at the Guadalajara Open, defeating Panna Advari in the final and adding another historic milestone to her growing list of achievements. By early November, she had climbed to a career-high ranking of world number 50, cementing her status as the highest-ranked Filipino tennis player in history and one of Asia's brightest stars. The numbers themselves tell an extraordinary story. She defeated back-to-back top 10 players at Miami Keys, ranked 5th, and Swiatek, ranked 2nd, and made her main draw debuts at both the French Open and Wimbledon, fulfilling childhood dreams on tennis's most prestigious courts. Her first-round victory at the US Open wasn't just a personal milestone. It was a breakthrough for an entire nation that had long been waiting for someone to carry the torch on tennis's grandest stages. She has trained at the Rafael Nadal Academy, competed against the world's best, and proven time and again that she belongs in elite company. Currently ranked 52 in the WTA, Eala enters the SEA Games not just as the favorite, but as the prohibitive favorite. On the other side of the net is Xiaomi Luen Liang, the 18-year-old from Malaysia, tasked with the unenviable challenge of facing Eala in the quarterfinals. Born on June 6, 2007, Liang is 2 years younger than her opponent and represents the new generation of Southeast Asian tennis. Her current WTA ranking sits at 968, which pales in comparison to Eala's 52, but at regional tournaments, rankings often don't tell the full story. Liang's career-high WTA ranking is 959, achieved recently, showing she is on an upward trajectory and gaining valuable experience on the professional circuit. Even more revealing is her ITF ranking, where she peaked at 145, demonstrating competitiveness at the challenger level and the potential to challenge higher-ranked opponents. Looking at her overall professional record, Liang has played 74 matches with a winning percentage of 56.76%, a solid foundation that hints at her resilience and ability to surprise when given the opportunity. That Liang's record demonstrates that she knows how to win matches consistently. She isn't just showing up to collect participation points. She has been grinding through the ITF and lower-level circuits, steadily building her game and earning her spot at the SEA Games. The fact that Malaysia chose her to represent the nation speaks volumes about her talent and potential. She has already advanced past the first round, either by defeating or being scheduled to face Laos's Eala Vongdala, which means she enters the quarterfinal with match rhythm and momentum. At this stage, she is warmed up, confident, and likely playing with a sense of freedom that comes with being the underdog. What makes Liang potentially dangerous is her age and the lack of pressure at just 18. She has nothing to lose and everything to gain, making this the biggest opportunity of her young career. For Liang, this is the biggest match of her young career, a chance to test herself against a top 60 player and potentially pull off an upset that would make headlines across Southeast Asia. Young players often play loose and fearless in these situations because the pressure rests entirely on the favorite. She has likely been studying Eala's game, looking for patterns, and waiting for opportunities to strike. If Eala starts flat or tentative, or if the weight of expectation becomes too heavy, Liang could capitalize early and make the match far more competitive than anticipated. Statistically, the gap is massive. Eala ranks 52 in the world with a career high of 50, while Liang sits at 968 with a career high of 959 and 916 spot difference. Eala has competed at all 4 Grand Slams, defeated multiple top 10 players, and claimed her first WTA title, while Liang has mostly played on the ITF circuit and is still building her professional resume. Eala, 20, is making her second SEA Games appearance, whereas 18-year-old Liang is likely at her first major regional quarterfinal. The experience gap is significant, and on paper, Eala should advance to the semifinals in straight sets, with a realistic scoreline of 6-2, 6-2, or 6-3, 6-1. She will come out aggressive, establish control early, and never let Liang back into the match. Eala will use her superior serve to hold comfortably and pressure Liang's service games with aggressive returns, dominate rallies with powerful ground strokes, and force Liang into defensive positions, blending smart, patient tennis with timely aggression whenever opportunities arise. Liang will have her moments, maybe a break point here, a competitive game there, but ultimately the difference in class is likely too significant to overcome. Still, Xiaomi Liang deserves respect. At just 18, she has reached the quarterfinal stage of the SEA Games and is about to share the court with one of Asia's best players. This experience will stay with her for the rest of her career. Every ball she hits against Eala, every game she manages to win, and every point she fights for contributes to her growth as a player. Win or lose, she has already accomplished something special by reaching this stage. With all the pressure on Eala, Liang can play freely and without expectation, and if she manages to steal a set or make the match competitive, she will walk off the court proud, knowing she gave her all against a far superior opponent. For Eala, This is just the beginning of what she hopes will be a golden run through the bracket.